Well, welcome. Please find a seat. There's a lot of seats up here. We'll get started. So I want to welcome everyone to the 2011 Institute for Energy Efficiency Summit. We have a great program, and I think you're going to find it very stimulating. I wanted to say a few words about our philosophy. In the past year, we've seen some major tragedies in the world. Obviously, the Fukushima nuclear power plant and the spill on Deepwater Horizon. And these are reminders of the difficulties of generating ever greater amounts of energy. And our focus is to reduce the amount of energy needed for a sustainable world. At the Institute for Energy Efficiency, we imagine a world in which the sources of energy are plentiful and provide everyone access to the basic necessities of life, such as food, water, and shelter. A world in which energy is used efficiently and waste is minimized. A world without conflicts over scarce energy resources. A world in which we live in equilibrium with the natural resources of our planet and ensure that they are available for subsequent generations. How can we make this vision a reality? This is a massive challenge, but the laws of physics provide no fundamental constraints, and we'll see that over and over again in this next 2 days of inventions to overcome these present limits. We're limited only by our ingenuity, our dedication, and our passion to succeed. The path we envision relies heavily on major investments in science and engineering research, not subsidies, and we'll hear Jeff Henley, I'm sure, talk more about that tomorrow morning. We created the Ucsb's Institute for Energy Efficiency to address this important challenge. We launched it in 2008. It has achieved national recognition for its leadership as a center of excellence dedicated to advancing the science, technology, and policies necessary for a sustainable energy future. This vision was led originally by our Directors Council, and I want to acknowledge them. Jeff Henley, Dan Burnham, George Holbrook, Mark Bertelsen, Reese Duca, Michael Tobes, Bob Duggan, Fred Steck, and Phil White. And they're all very passionate about this new vision for an energy-efficient future. I want to thank our industrial partners who also provide the support for this conference and for all of the research and speakers and interns we have. And those include Southern California Edison, Pacific Gas and Electric, United Technologies, Sony, Ecomerit, BSST, and Bloom Energy. I think they're all represented here. Finally, I want to thank our administration, and you'll hear from several of them next. Chancellor Yang, Executive Vice Chancellor Jean Lucas, Vice Chancellor for Research Michael Witherall, and our deans Larry Cauldron, Pierre Wiltsius, and Steve Gaines. A few housekeeping notes. The sessions will be here, lunches across the way. Restrooms are out through the lobby of the hotel, so they're not that close. Turn right 3 times and you'll get to where restrooms are. There is internet here in this room. It's complimentary. If you get internet outside the room, I think the hotel will charge you $10. So, and then anything else, the staff is outside at the desk. Please make use of them. So without further ado, I'd like to invite Chancellor Yang for his words of welcome. Chancellor.
Good morning. I want to thank you for your participation this morning. And UC Santa Barbara and the Institute for Energy Efficiency are very, very pleased and very proud to host this summit. UC Santa Barbara is uniquely positioned to play a leading role in this important endeavor of realizing a sustainable energy future. We are the nation's leading research universities in material sciences and engineering. And also, we have quite a few professors who have won Nobel Prizes. I think 2 of them are here. Professor Herbert Kromer, the Nobel Prize in Physics, and Professor Alan Heeger in chemistry there. Did I miss any more? And we are nation's leading research university in material science and engineering, as I said. But as our colleague Dan Burney has constantly reminded me that you have to do a little marketing for the university. So I'm doing a little marketing here, just 1 minute. Let me use the NRC report as an example. On behalf of the 3 national academies, National Academy of Sciences, National Academy of Engineering, and National Institute of Medicine, the National Research Council does a comprehensive review of all the doctoral programs in the country once every 10 or 15 years. In the most recent report in September of last year, UC Santa Barbara did exceptional well. Let me elaborate. Among the 31 doctoral programs assessed by NRC, 10 programs, among the 31, 10 programs, or nearly a third, have a range of rankings reaching into the top 5 in the country. During the 1994 report, we had only 1 program. Now we have 10, reaching into the top 5 in the country. Then among these 31 doctoral programs, 14 of the 31, or 45%, are in the range of top 10. And the 20 out of the 31, nearly 2/3 are in the range of the top 20. So let me mention our 10 campus graduate programs with ranking ranges in the top 5. It includes materials ranked number 1 over its entire range in 3 categories, all 3 categories. And chemical engineering, communication, computer science, electrical and computer engineering, geography, marine science, mechanical engineering, physics, theater, and dance. UC Santa Barbara is highly recognized for our strength in energy-related sciences, engineering, environmental management, and policy. We are also widely known for our highly interdisciplinary and highly collaborative and entrepreneurial culture. Research taking place here will lead to applications and the deployment of innovative technologies for dramatically improved energy efficiency and new and better sources of cost-effective, clean, sustainable energy. Our Institute of Energy Efficiency would not exist or be even working on these important challenges without the support of our founding philanthropists, sponsors, and industry partners who fund all of the Institute's operations. I want to thank those individuals and companies, many of whom are here today, for your support of UC Santa Barbara's vision for a sustainable energy future. And through your participation in the summit, we are also honored to welcome you as partners in this important endeavor. Of course, I also wanted to acknowledge the Department of Energy for the government sponsorship. Together, we will create a roadmap to the future of energy efficiency for the sake of our planet and future generations. Thank you very much.
And now our Executive Vice Chancellor, Jean Lucas.
Thank you, John, and good morning to everybody. I'll add my welcome here this morning, and to thank John and David Austin and the staff of the IEE for organizing this summit. I think it's shaping up to be a great experience for all of us. As you know, the Institute for Energy Efficiency is committed to helping educate next generation's energy leaders. Through the generosity of its donors, in particular the Holbrook Foundation and the Peter J. Frankel Foundation, and through research grants, it's able to direct research support to both undergraduate students and to graduate students. One of the research grants that it's most proud of is a recent grant that has enabled the Institute to establish the Center for Energy Efficient Materials. This is a $19 million grant from the U.S. Department of Energy, and it provides the ability to conduct research in the area of thermoelectrics and solid-state lighting and photovoltaics. And we're going to show a short video here that the students that are supported by this program have helped to produce, and allow you to hear from the students about how this research grant has helped them to pursue their interests in these particular areas. So, the video.
Hello, and welcome to UC Santa Barbara's Center for Energy Efficient Materials, one of the nation's Energy Frontier Research Centers. We're doing research on solid-state lighting, thermoelectrics, and solar energy conversion to change the way that energy is produced and used in the 21st century. We run an undergraduate research program here that puts students in labs to gain hands-on experience under the guidance of graduate students and a faculty advisor. And today, we'd like to share some of their research with you.
My name's Elon France. My goal is to take the heat from this coffee cup and turn it into electricity so we can turn on this light bulb. Now how can we do this? Thermoelectrics. Thermoelectrics are semiconductor devices that take thermal energy and turn it into electricity. Now what does this mean for the world? Well, approximately 50% of the power that the US generates is lost to waste heat. If we can recapture just 1% of this, we can power the state of New York. At the Center for Energy Efficient Materials, what I do is I take computer chips and make electricity. When I do this, I use that electricity to power a cooling fan, like this. In this way, I've created a self-regulating, energy-independent system for cooling. Every day at the Center for Energy Efficient Materials, we find new ways to create energy efficiency.
The Center for Energy Efficient Materials here at the University of California, Santa Barbara is one of 46 Energy Frontier Research Centers funded by the Department of Energy. Here we leverage world-class research facilities and faculty to do important and meaningful energy research, which promises to help secure our nation's energy future. A very important part of this program is the research opportunities that we offer to undergraduates. This internship program allows undergrads to get in the lab and do meaningful and important research, in addition to helping shape the next generation of young scientists.
Here I do research on solid-state lighting. Solid-state lighting is important because it's more efficient, lasts longer, and has fewer toxic byproducts than conventional lighting. In the US, lighting accounts for about 30% of electricity consumption. If we implement solid-state lighting, we can decrease our energy consumption by about 25% by 2030.
Here at UCSB, we are working on improving the materials used in thermoelectric power generation, solid-state lighting, and solar energy conversion. The Undergraduate Research Center program exposes students to hands-on research experience in a laboratory setting and promotes synergy between groups working all over campus.
I'm truly grateful for the internship at the Center for Energy Efficient Materials at UC Santa Barbara. With the skills I've gained and the experiences I've had, I can go on to ensure a more energy efficient future for the world.
SEAM was just what I wanted when I was looking for undergraduate research. It's important work with a tangible impact. Energy is going to be my generation's problem, and so I'm proud to have my part in finding a solution.
I think you'll agree that's an impressive group of students, and it gives us all hope for the future. So welcome to the summit. We welcome you here today, and we hope that you enjoy yourselves, and thanks for your participation.
So I want to send an apology. I just missed one of our Nobels, Professor Walter Cohn, right there. Oh, can I?
And one last set of thank yous. The sponsors for the summit for a lot of our meals and accommodations here are listed. Southern California Edison, Corning Technology Review, Wilson Sonsini, Green Tech Media, Altaterra, Cisco, Miller McCune, Pacific Coast Business Times, and Stradling Yoka. So we thank them for their support.